Hey, this is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You, and if you're new here, my channel is dedicated to reviewing as seen on TV items, common household goods, and other consumer gadgets. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the bell, comment, and of course, tell your friends. Now, let's get to today's video. Hey there, so today we're going to be looking at the Blue Diamond frying pan. Now, this is not just a regular frying pan, it's an enhanced ceramic frying pan. Now, the infomercial tells us that they actually put diamonds into the shell or into the skin of this pan, and because of those diamonds, this has a 5 times harder coating, a 10 times longer lasting coating, and 4 times better heat transfer. I bought this for $19.99 on Amazon. It is the 10-inch pan. They have a 12-inch option for $29.99, but my thought is, if this really had diamonds in it, wouldn't this thing be like, I don't know, $1,000? That to me doesn't make any sense. I don't really believe the whole diamond part, but I will open up this pan and take a closer look at it. Now, as you can see, if we look at this pan, look at those sparkles. Now, it does look to me like there are diamonds, and I'll be honest with you, this is a pretty sweet looking pan. Even on the handle, if you can see that, there's glitter going all the way up and down the handle, and look at how they top it off with a diamond right there. It's a pretty sweet looking pan. I will be honest about that. I really like the way it looks. It looks like it'd go nice in my kitchen. On the back of this, they have a blue diamond little logo on the back, so look at the diamond patterns. And this is pretty thick. I mean, I've seen some pans, but this is pretty thick. I wonder if that has anything to do with the heat transfer. I will say, on the infomercial, they tell you you do not need to use any kind of oil or butter to cook. It's the non-stick coating. But let's just read the directions that are on the back of this pan. Direction number 1 says, use low heat whenever cooking. Direction number 2 says use a little bit of oil or butter every single time you cook. I think it's kind of interesting that the infomercial says no oil or butter needed, but the back of this direction say always use it. It also says it's dishwasher safe, but for best results, and if you want to keep that non-stick coating, make sure you wash it with warm soapy water by hand. Let's take a look to see how this actually goes, however, on the stovetop with some real products. All right, so here we are with the egg test on the Blue Diamond frying pan. It tells us to cook under low heat. So I have it on 3 on my dial. My dial goes all the way up to 7. I know that's a little higher than low, but I wanted to see what it would cook like on this temperature. Right now I have no oil, no butter, nothing on this frying pan. I do want to say thanks to Ray, who commented on my granite rock frying pan, who told me put a little water on the pan to let you know how or when it's ready to cook, and he says if the water starts dancing like it is now, it's ready to cook. So to me, I think our pan is ready and hot and ready to cook. So let's give this a shot. Wipe that off. All right, here we go. All right, well, it looks like it's cooking pretty quickly. I'm going to be using a metal spatula because this tells me that this is 5 times harder, and so if it's 5 times harder, it means it's not going to scratch, so I'll use this metal spatula, and we'll see how that goes. So I right now have this on a low to medium heat, cooking, no oil whatsoever or butter. Let's see if it sticks, or if it really does look like it cooks on air or floats. If I'm looking around the edge here, it looks like it's sticking. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. All right, so it did not stick to the pan. That's pretty impressive. But if you look at the color of that, it looks kind of nasty. It's sort of like a tannish brown. Now, personally, I would never cook anything without any butter or oil or something just because of the flavor. But I will say, This is the non-stick test, and the very first flip it did pretty good, except for the weird looking color. Let's see if we can flip it back and see what happens. This side looks like it's a little more stuck. Ugh. Alright, well, I tell you what, it looks gross. Let's see if we can get it to full. Oh, that handle is hot. I did not expect that. Normally in these pans you do not have a hot handle, but let me put a hot pad on and see. Well, it's not gliding around at all. Let's see. I guess if I scraped it up a little, it started sliding, but not without the help. I will say this handle is very hot. It's not something, I'm kind of confused because it says you can go into the oven up to 850 degrees, and this is not in the oven at all, and this thing is pretty hot. So that's something that's a negative for me. I think this egg is pretty well cooked without butter. It did not stick. The pan actually looks pretty clean as well. Let me flip this over again. Oh, except that now I just got the yolk on it. But not too bad. It passed the first test. I just got this yolk on it when I flipped it, but otherwise the pan was pretty clean. Well, good job, Blue Diamond. First test passed. Alright, so I just want to see the ease of cleaning this. I just have a wet paper towel. The pan is a little warm still. I want to see if I have to scrub much. It wasn't a big mess, but I did have to scrub and put a little bit of elbow grease into this. But for the most part, it came pretty clean. Alright, let's try to scramble some eggs, but let's mix it in here with a mixer. Alright, so I've got an egg. Crack the egg. Alright, that's rolling. You know what? I like to add a little milk to mine. Let's see how that goes. Oh, maybe too much milk, but so be it. Alright, in the mixer we go. It tells me I can get all over here. Get the edges. Hit the edges. Alright, let's see. Finish cooking up the scramble. I'm not being gentle at all on this. So we'll see. The eggs are fluffy. If it works, I might try mixing it in the pan more often. Alright, so these eggs are done. Let's clean the pan up and then see what it looks like. Alright, so here's the pan after I use the mixer. And actually it looks pretty good. I mean, you see some things that look like a scratch, but it's actually just a reflection. I don't see a scratch on this thing. And I was hitting the mixer pretty good. Now my mixer ends are rounded, and I guess if you had a squared off one, it might do some damage, but I'm pretty impressed. I hit the bottom, I hit the sides, and it did not scratch. It passed yet another test. Alright, this next test is an easy one. It's the infamous cheese test. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Cheese has enough fat in it to not stick, but I just want to see what it looked like in this pan. So yeah, like I thought, it's not really going to stick. You know what? Let's see how it does on a pour test. I'll pour it on the eggs we made earlier. Remember to use a hot pad. Yeah, look at that. Pretty good. Now let's just pour it out of this pan. That test was just for fun. We knew it was going to happen. Cheese test, pass. That's 3 in a row. Alright, so the Blue Diamond has passed all of my cooking tests. Let's try one of the fun ones from the video, the Sledgehammer test. Now, I put the Blue Diamond on top of a mat here just so the top of it doesn't get damaged. Just in case this doesn't do anything, I want to be able to still use the pan. But here is Blue Diamond Sledgehammer test. Alright, let's see what happened. Wasn't very hard. Let's see. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that that dent in there? Sure enough, there is a dent in the pan, and I didn't even swing very hard. That, my friends, is a fail. Sorry, Blue Diamond. Don't tell me you can survive a sledgehammer and then you really can't. Hey, this is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You, and I want to finish up my review of the Blue Diamond frying pan. Now, first look, it is a sweet pan. I love the blue color. I love the speckles throughout, the diamond theme both on the back and on the handle. Really, really clever, really, really neat. I like the look of it. It's a sharp looking pan. Also, you know what? The non-stick feature, I actually think it really worked. I did not use any oil. I did not use any butter, and I'm pretty sure for the most part, the eggs did not stick, and that was pretty cool. Now, it's kind of weird that the directions tell you to use a little bit of oil or a little bit of butter, but the infomercial says you don't need to. I will say the directions also say don't use spray butter or spray oil, but use actual butter or actual oil. I don't know why. That's just what the directions say. The directions also tell you to use a hot soapy water on a washcloth to wash it off instead of the dishwasher. Although it is dishwasher safe, they say the dishwasher will wear off the nonstick coating. So for the most part, you take care of this pan, it's going to take care of you. It's a nice pan. Now, you notice the last little bit of my video, I did the sledgehammer test. And why, you might ask? Well, they put it in the infomercial. Why not? It's fair game. And it failed miserably. And all I'm saying, Blue Diamond, don't say your pan can withstand a sledgehammer if it cannot. And to be honest with you, I gave you the edge up because I hit it in the strongest part of the pan and I didn't even swing very hard and it dented very, very quick. Just saying, in the future, just be honest with us and tell us, use a little bit of oil, use a little bit of butter, and don't hit it with a sledgehammer. You'll be fine. I will say one other thing. The handle was really, really, really hot. I had to use an oven mitt every time I went to handle it, and that's different than most of these frying pans. Most of them are cool to the touch. This one was very hot, so be careful with that if you do end up getting it. Hey, once again, this is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You, and if you like this video, please click the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. I put out 1 or 2 videos a week. Comment down below. Let me know. Have you had one of these kind of frying pans? Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? Also, is there something out there that you just really want me to review, and I'll be happy to look into it. Hey, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.